The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.
Welcome to Season 11 of the Formal Gamer podcast. Grot and Dante return on their quest to eradicate the curse of the Freeloka. The peaceful people of Parasha live a quiet and tranquil existence, but evil is coming to rip apart their lives. For some, more literally than others.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 19 of season 11 of the Formal Gamer podcast. As we get closer to Christmas, I hope that you remember the sacrifice of Gorus. I can't remember what Christmas is for. I assume it's for Gorus. More important than all of that, not more important than Gorus though, is that you enjoy the episode. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Formal Gamer podcast. You join Grot and Dante as they are adventuring towards an underground river that they're going to explore. But let's have a little recap because we've been away from each other for a little bit. We don't like to speak to each other in between sessions as we actually hate each other deep down. And this is all a facade we put on just for entertainment's sake.
We just do it for the money.
The big bucks. Right. So that's why we've got a very successful sponsor now.
BestGamer.com
BPOil.com Enron.
Get it now before it's gone.
Lockheed Martin Weaponry are sponsoring the podcast because we're very big with war zones. Not in war zones, with them. So, Grot Dante, you're currently in a mine known as... good point. Afilseam.
Alifsafilseam.
Afilseam.
Wait, Alifafilseam?
No, just a Phil.
Why do you keep adding the other bit then?
I get confused.
Okay.
You're in a Phil's Seam, which was an abandoned mine, which Rill, your companion, had found for you. Now, let's go back a little bit, though. So, first of all, we're in this region hunting down Vryloka. We found a Vryloka circus. So, main point is to try and kill a lot of Vryloka.
Yep.
That is game one.
Yep.
You know that up to something...
What's the ratio so far? Vryloka to normals?
You've killed a lot of normals and 2 Vrylokas.
I've
killed
double digits
3,
for norms.
6,
yeah.
9...
I think we got up to like 11 or something.
I think, no, by the chasm, I think you're at 14 normals and 2 Vrylokas.
Yeah,
it's not a good ratio, is it?
Well,
1 to 7.
As long as some Vryloka die, that ratio is worth it.
Okay.
Yeah, so if the whole village died... I mean, that's only people you kill directly. Rakab is currently somewhere. Like, you may have caused him to die by getting involved.
Oh, he knew what he was getting into.
Yeah, he definitely understood when you sent him to buy milk.
Little snake.
Little snake. So we've got sort of the complicated backstory of Dante. That if you want to know all of, you'll have to go back and listen to previous seasons. But we know that we've got to kill a lot of Vryloka, and so far you've just been sort of picking them off guerrilla style, like getting a couple to chase you down. The 2 you've killed, Octavio and Lavinia, you murdered on this island, but they killed...
Murder?
You killed justifiably on this island, brutally, but they did manage to kill your ward, Grot, Gorlock.
Bastards.
Which has really sent Grot down a sad space.
He's more nihilistic than ever, basically.
Yeah, which is extreme nihilism at this point.
Yeah.
And you did meet an old... Dante met an old sailor called Rill, who seemed very weak and feeble at first, but then you suddenly realised was this badass, bare-chested barbarian who was off doing things without you, and you've started worshipping a new god called... Hua. I mean, he's the god of vengeance. You've recently found an Afilseam. You knew that the Vryloka were doing mining in their circus, that they had a tent covering a mine shaft entrance of some
They're using
form.
the cannon firing to cover
distract
the explosions.
like some explosions going off and down there.
Oh yeah, you were cutting slits in the tent while you were trying to listen.
Yeah, having a listen. So there's definitely something going on in there. And you think by going down, you found an underground river at Afilseam that seems to lead to this mining operation. So
That was going well, and then you had also set up, as you went to investigate this, I don't know if you forgot or you just got carried away, you forgot you'd actually set up a trap already to be followed to this mine by one of these Vryloka, one of the Delata called Escobarbadon, who you've met before, you briefly had a little foray with, who'd run away. And he arrived at the mine, found that you weren't there, even though you were the ones who told him.
We left him a present.
Yeah, you left him a present and some gunpowder.
Yeah.
You're in disguise at the moment as the... This is such a complicated... I've done this in such a bizarre order. You're disguised as these two clowns you've killed, Ottavio and Lavinia.
Yep.
You're in their outfit.
They seem to be tricking the underlings.
Yeah, but you haven't tried to trick anyone major yet.
Unlikely,
You're pretty sure that they're going to see
They've got
through
masks, haven't they?
They got masks, but you think their friends will probably know who they are.
Yeah.
But the underlings so far have fallen for it. And you met 3 underlings. Hillock and Frey were sort of 2 of them. You don't know... Well, the third one was called Thierry. You can find that out now.
You don't need his name.
No.
His name is not important.
You met them in the woods when you were carrying Gorlock's body.
Yeah.
You gave them it and you were like, take Gorlock's body back to the base. He's a wanted man. And you were like, and tell them to meet us up at this mine. Hillock and Frey and Thierry turned back up with Escobarbadon. Escobarbadon had left.
Mm-hmm.
You were left with Hillock and Frey and Thierry. You killed Thierry, pushed him into a chasm. Hillock and Frey... No,
push
sorry.
him.
You let him walk into a chasm in darkness.
It was his own choice.
Yes, you influenced him to walk into a chasm, and you also then told Hillock and Frey to go and investigate the underground river,
Yep.
which Dante was really worried about, because if they were to fall into the river, they would fall down into the machinery, thus giving away there was a secret entrance to the river. But luckily they didn't. They went the wrong way, got themselves lost in the river. They took off their shoes and shirts before going in.
The rat stole them.
Dante threw away Hillock and Frey's shoes. So now they're rescued and they can't really go anywhere. So you're currently in a mine, in the kitchens of the mine, where this little Aphil, whoever he was probably living, it looks like. You have 2 miners, well, 2 sort of clowns in their pants, who have just been rescued from a river by you. And you've heard from Frey that there's some natural light further up this river, and the chimney that he thinks he saw a chimney, with smoke on it, and he thinks there's a town in the mine, up in the mountains.
That's the way that he sold it to us, wasn't it?
Yeah, but all he actually saw was a chimney.
Yeah, with smoke.
Yeah.
So where are we now?
You're just in the mine with them, I think. If we say we're still in the mine, you were thinking about... You'd gone over to the river to start wading back up. But I'll let you retcon because we've had a little break between episodes. So if you've suddenly thought and gone, oh, actually...
Were they drying their clothes or something?
They were drying their clothes.
Do we leave them
and
here?
You told them to wait there so you can investigate the town. So you were thinking of telling them to go and get Escobarbadon again. And go, Escobarbadon, come back to the trap that we've set. But you thought, actually, let us best investigate this village, town, chimney first, and then we'll know what we're playing with. Dante was pretty excited to get the ale and explosives off the dwarfs that lived there, until he heard that there was a natural light there, and then was like, oh, well, it's not dwarfs, I don't know who's up there, I don't care. I was more cross about it. Yeah. And then got very annoyed at Frey for lying and misleading them, even though that would be quite a stretch.
Grot, so should we go on our own or take these 2 chumps with us?
I definitely think we should go by ourselves. Lessens the risk of us making a slip up and being discovered.
We should give them a task to do while we're away then.
Go ahead.
Otherwise they'll be idle.
Yes, go ahead. You always like having underlings.
My friends, come over here, my dears. Hillock and Frey run over, and Frey says, "Hi, what's up?"
We're going up to investigate this town you spoke of.
Yeah, okay.
By the time we come back, I expect you to both have a new pair of shoes.
What? A new pair of shoes?
Well, not necessarily new, but I expect you to make yourself some shoes.
Oh, okay. Do you know where the rats went with our shoes?
Nope, make some shoes.
Okay. Right. Right.
And do it over there.
Right. They run back towards the kitchen, but you see them hopping every now and again as they tread on like pebbles and stuff, because they can't see in the dark and they lost their torches down the river
It is
already.
in the mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're using the light from the entrance to sort of light their way a little bit. So you are now stood in the water. You know that you've waded in a few feet before you're going to need to sort of go up or down sort of the stream. So you know you've got.
Well, we've been up and down a couple of times.
Yeah.
So I guess we've got a little bit of
You've
experience.
got pitons wedged in at the bottom. You know that you've got rope. You could see if there was more rope in the mine. There might be more rope in there, or more equipment, more climbing style equipment to sort of help navigate it.
Okay.
But mainly, like, you're not sure how far up and how much rope you need, because at 50 foot a time, that's not an awful long distance you can go at 50 feet. So you're not sure about what safety measures you can take to stop you falling down and maybe being washed all the way into the clacky machine.
Well, we tied a rope across.
You have at the moment, yeah. So
We'll
you can leave that rope there.
Leave that rope tied across, so it's like last resort. If we do slip, we can grab onto it or kill ourselves or whatever.
Yeah, there was a chance of you garrotting one of them as they fell down, but that would be safer for you. You can both see in the dark that they can't, so you have dark vision in there.
Right, we'll have a quick look around, see if we can find any more rope. If we can, take that with us.
Roll me up an investigation.
Oh, something low.
Grot, are you investigating for rope?
6.
Yes, I will. I'll have a 20.
A 20.
Maybe, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you find... Sorry. Is that how the game works? We just get...
16 plus what?
4!
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good guess.
That's a good guess. Well done. You do find another box with some rope in it and some pitons and hammers. So you have found some more mining equipment. You have 4 more lengths of rope.
Okay.
So you got 200 foot of rope just in that, and then you had 100 foot of rope extra.
As we put our feet into the water, I have with dark vision, I have a look and just to make sure that their shoes have properly gone down the river.
Yeah, even as you threw them in, you knew their shoes had disappeared. There's no chance they're going to find their shoes.
I just turned to success.
Roll me perception each.
Nope. Classic Dante.
I've got 19.
You hear Hillock scream in pain.
Oh, Hillock seems to have got himself in trouble.
A yelp. You don't...
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever's happening to...
He's yelping. I can hear some yelping coming from that direction.
Well, what was it you used to say to Gorlock? They have to learn. He has to learn.
Yeah, but there's no one to teach him. He's got no one to teach him how to make shoes.
Hillock's got Frey and Frey's got Hillock.
Yeah.
Well, they got each other. Okay, let's keep our mind on the job. Stop distracting me. I found this box of stuff. Let's use it.
Right. So we try and make our way up towards that.
Okay, with all the equipment, I'm going to say on your strength checks, if you're using... There's pitons in there, and there's like hammers and stuff like that, and even like mining picks. With all that, I'm going to give you advantage on your checks going up there. I think we're finding that you've now got advantage as you climb up there.
Who's going first, Dante?
Dante is.
After you.
Grant motions and forwards.
Plus your strength. Or your
19.
athletics. Yeah, is your athletics higher?
It is, yes.
So what's it with your athletics?
23.
So do you remember when you found Hillock and Frey on a little island of stone? You get to the little island of stone in one go. You rolled so well, and you can wedge in a little piton there and make sort of an anchor point and sort of lead a rope down for Grot there. So Grot, you've got advantage climbing up now.
Okay, here I go. Feeling pretty soggy already. Oh no.
6 and a 2.
6 plus 6, 12.
I mean, you're following a rope up the thing. You don't make as quick progress, but you're not going backwards. You need to roll again to make sure you get to the island.
Oh, it's getting quite slippy. It's hard to get a
Now,
purchase.
I should have checked this before. The clown outfits. Have you put them back in the box, or are you wearing them still?
No, we're wearing them.
Oh, we're still wearing them.
Well, obviously.
Okay.
They are going to get waterlogged. And
Because the other people saw us, didn't they? So
Yeah.
Frey and
Hillock and
Cray.
Frey saw you, yeah. You could send them back to that change and go down into darkness.
It's fine. We'll keep wearing them. We didn't say we took them off.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Here I go again. It's another 12. I think I'm stuck in
you still
place.
got advantage on your rolls
Oh,
because you still
good.
got the equipment.
Oh, I've just moved my legs. I'll pull on the rope as well. Yeah, here we go.
what,
now I'm in motion.
I can't remember. Sorry. Cool. So we could have taken them off without them seeing.
Yeah, if you're sending them back to where the river is dark. They've not got torches anymore, so you could take them off without them seeing, put them in the box that you were hiding.
Then once again, we'll take the costumes off. Climb up.
Okay, so it's just Grot and Dante. As Grot and Dante, masks and costumes are in the box. We'll retcon that, and you're sitting on the island now.
Oh, this is a nice spot to rest before we get to base camp. How much further do you think we have?
Before. This is as far as Hillock ever got. You know, Frey went further, and Hillock said that he couldn't see the natural light from where he was. So you know you're not going to see the natural light from here. Or you're very unlikely to.
No time to rest for the wicked. And we are wicked. In both a positive and negative light. So, let's keep going. Yep.
Yep. Roll up.
22.
22. Okay. You're mooching. You're climbing up as you go. So you are sort of scrabbling over boulders and stuff like that. And you make it a good distance. Do me a perception check.
Oh, I'm not very good at those.
Ooh.
16 plus 4. 20.
You can see a shaft of natural light or glow coming from around the corner, but what you mainly notice it's highlighting an underground sort of small waterfall. So there's about a 10-foot waterfall up ahead that you're going to have to somehow navigate.
Well, I mean, that's definitely not a chimney, fucking idiot.
That's not the source of light. You can just see there is a little bit of light in here now, and there is a waterfall. So you're not sure how far Frey moved on.
It's clearly a waterfall. Why would you not mention the waterfall?
He wouldn't have been able to necessarily see the waterfall. He doesn't have dark vision.
Well,
he's really missing out. It's quite beautiful.
It is quite beautiful. Well, Grot, you're not there yet.
I hear it's beautiful this time of year. I hear it's quite beautiful.
Come on, Grot, let's go.
Are you going further? Yeah,
time is at the essence.
Okay,
otherwise
you're gonna help pull me or what? You're going to need to help pull me.
Yeah, you still get advantage. You're very lucky. That was a botch, but you're so lucky you get advantage.
Yeah, suck it, DM. I got 18.
You're very lucky I gave you advantage on that. But you've got all the equipment and you're wedged in. Dante pulls you up on the rope. You see Grot almost face plant, but you give the rope some tautness and he managed to get it.
Stop pulling me over. That was your fault.
There's a little bit to the side of the river where you can just step on some rocks and you're only up to your sort of thighs there, so you can take a little break. And Grot, you can too as well see this sort of waterfall up ahead.
Oh, you're right, Dante. It was beautiful. It's well worth the trek.
Well, no time to dally. Vengeance will not... Whoopsie, sorry.
Vengeance will not whoopsie. Your vengeance whoopsies all the fucking time.
Vengeance will not wait. So, move on.
Yep.
Yeah, it's...
13 plus... What's your athletics?
9, 22 again.
Oh, yeah. Brilliant. You're at the bottom of the waterfall. Do me a perception check before Grot comes and joins you.
Oh no, it's made of acid!
Ooh, 17 plus 4, 21.
You see as well, you turn and you can see where the natural light is, and you see this chimney as well. There is definitely a chimney and smoke.
Next to the waterfall.
Up further up, you're sort of looking up above where the water was coming from, and sort of as the tunnel sweeps, you can just see the top of a chimney. So if you keep climbing up, you also, with your natural wisdom, are bamboozled about how the hell Frey got here. Because you've not got here easily, and Frey just walked up in his pants. So I'm telling you now, from a DM's perspective, he rolled a lot of 20s at that point and just ended up all the way up here.
Maybe we should take all our clothes off and be in our pants.
I don't think it gave him advantage.
As I suspected, dwarves.
So, look at the bottom of the waterfall. The water's coming over hard, and this is going to be really difficult to navigate.
I checked behind the waterfall.
Oh, you're not at the waterfall yet. Roll up and get to the waterfall.
Oh, yeah, he is.
19, you're at the waterfall.
I put my head through the waterfall.
Does it hit rocks?
You hit your head onto the rocks.
There's just rocks behind it. It's so disappointing.
Yeah.
You would have thought if this were dwarfs, they would make some cool structure behind it.
Yeah, you'd have thought there'd be some sort of hidden thing.
Can't trust them.
Dwarfs? What? Is that a new... I didn't know you were racist towards dwarfs as well.
Well, he did try and kill a dwarven paladin.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, that's just...
Well, the last dwarves we met underground were not so...
Well, they were Durga.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't... No, that's not... You can't trust them.
He ate
right.
mushrooms and became huge.
Hang on. They were also very trustworthy when you met them.
Yeah,
They were
Yeah.
just an underground demon of some form it looked like.
Until he became huge and then tried to kill all of us and
No,
the
that was
paladins.
Calico. King Uxay, who was with the Durga...
Stop confusing who's trying to kill us and who we're trying to kill.
The King Uxay helped you out massively.
But the Calico was a Dwerga, wasn't
He
it?
was, but he was... You know his mind was being...
Yeah, so it was all a big trick.
Trick, yeah. King Uxay was really safe to you, though.
Look, I mean, they worshipped a fire god and were underground and
Dante's becoming more and more like Alex Jones.
Yeah.
It's weird conspiracies and just racist towards everyone.
There's gay frogs.
There's gay bullywogs!
The Fryloka massacre didn't happen.
alleged Luca massacre.
Yeah. Right, you're at the bottom of the waterfall. How are you going to navigate it?
What should we do? Maybe I should stand on your shoulders.
Well, I mean, no,
Why?
because I'm lighter than you, so I should stand.
You're stronger than me. I'll admit it.
Also,
Finally.
We're in a waterfall.
Why have you made the
Finally.
assumption you're lighter than him?
Yeah.
because he's like 6 foot something, isn't he?
No, he was at normal. You're both about the same height.
Yeah.
Neither one.
Well, I mean, all that
What
hair.
are you trying to say?
All that hair you've got makes you look. I can't tell how much fat or whatever
What are you
you've got
trying to
underneath
say?
there.
But I've been eating more since Golok died, but that's how I deal with stress. What are you trying to say about me? Fine, I'll double down my efforts. I'll cut out carbs.
What is it? What does it look like? So does it look like?
It's like about 5 foot across, but solid walls on either end, and then just water pouring over the top. It's just a waterfall. You can feel through it, and there's rocks that you could sort of try and climb on, but they're obviously slippery as water.
You usually have tools and things. You got any grappling hooks or anything like that?
Let me check in my bag.
No, you don't have a grappling hook suddenly.
No.
You've got some picks that you found in the mining stuff.
We
You've
can
got
tie it
picks
to the
onto-
ropes and use makeshift grappling hooks.
Well, yes.
It's only about 10, 12 feet high.
We could shout for help.
Yeah, then we'll lose the element of surprise, though. Unless we'll be dressed as clowns, and if someone comes along, they will be surprised.
Alright, let's go back down.
Yeah, back down!
Get the clown suits.
And we spent 4 episodes going up and down this river now.
I love it.
No, we'll try it.
Is this river the main antagonist?
So when we try and climb it, try and get to one of the sides, not the
Right.
middle, so where the massive
Yeah,
flow of
but
water is.
for the geography of the waterfall, so you can climb up the middle where you're getting water
Yeah.
poured in your face.
Yeah.
Can we
I'm
climb
saying
the
it's the side.
The
sides?
sides
Yeah,
will be
what do the
slightly
sides look
easier.
like?
Yeah, the sides, there's still water pouring off, but yeah, you might be able to find a slightly easier
Yeah, I
route.
think the sides make sense.
Are you going to climb on each other, or is it just one person going to try and climb up?
Yeah, Dante's.
I'll climb up and I'll try and put a rope down.
Okay.
You go first, then.
Right, Dante, try and climb up.
A botch!
Okay, Dante has fallen off.
Well, do you want me to roll it or you?
Yeah, well, let's roll up a percentage. Oh.
No.
Go.
okay,
Okay, the singles. All the single
4.
ladies are 4.
Oh, it's just a
Just
14.
You just fail. You don't even go prone. You've failed. You slip down. Grot's put a hand out. You've not fallen down.
Alright, you go there.
Oh there, Iron Man.
You try.
Oh, you're giving up already? Okay. Here we go. I'll go up.
6 plus.
Athletics.
Yeah, 12.
Not quite still.
Come on, give me a boost up.
Alright, I'll give you a hand.
Give it a plus a d4 onto it. If you're going to push him.
Yeah. Give me a proper boost up.
You don't
What's this
really-
bullshit boost?
No, you slip down. They're both of you just in it. You've not quite got there still. Was it 6 plus 12? Wasn't it? Yeah. You think you're close. Grot's hand touches the top, but no, you're not quite.
It's
there
just
yet.
so slippery. Do you have any
You can try the
spells?
same thing again.
Do you have any spells, Dante?
No.
Do you have any Vryloka powers that can deal with this?
I mean, I can't really focus my vengeance on this waterfall just yet.
That'd be great on you, Hunter's Mark. So, like, waterfall.
I mean, if it hasn't really affected my life greatly so far. It depends how long we stay here, though.
Okay.
Right,
it's gonna be a while.
I'll go again. Do you want to give me a hand this time?
Yeah. So you can add a
push you up.
d4. to sort of push him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
18 plus a 3 plus, what am I using? Athletics? or-
Athletics.
Plus a 9, so 27.
You're on top of the waterfall.
Get up there, you bastard. Yeah, there we go.
Just had to focus.
Okay, and how are we getting Grot up?
Drop a rope down.
Lift
Okay.
me up.
Well, actually, hang on a minute. No. I'll do a perception up here first.
Yeah.
Ooh, 18 plus 4.
Not only can you see a bit more of this chimney, which is really tall now, you're seeing a big chunk of it. It's not a house chimney. This is probably about 5 foot wide, so it's quite a tall chimney with this smoke coming out of it. You can now hear music.
Okay, can I see any movement or anything?
No
like that?
movement.
What kind of music can you hear?
Sort of rhythmic chanting.
It's a cult.
It's quite nice.
That's what it sounds
Yeah,
like.
that's exactly the noise.
Okay.
How do you know that's exactly the noise?
It's like choosing what noise they make.
I lean over the edge.
That makes sense.
I lean over the edge and I say to Grot, I can hear music and humming.
Does it sound nice or evil?
I haven't quite decided yet.
Is it the kind of thing which sounds nice but actually is evil?
Make your way up here and
Okay.
try it.
Throw some rope down.
Drop down the rope.
Okay.
Okay.
I tie it underneath my arms.
Right. Are
Grot-
you going to
Grot
pull on
does
the
a
rope
big
as
nod.
well?
Yeah, pull me up.
Yeah, I hold the rope.
Why are you going to make it
Pull me up.
Right, Grot, roll it up.
I'm gonna roll
Doesn't
to
take
pull on the
not
rope
from
to
you.
pull him down.
Grot's just flailing around the bottom of the water.
Come on, pull me up.
Alright, give him a hand then.
Right, you have to roll up again, Grot. So you get a +2 to whatever this is.
I'm going dead weight.
So 7 plus 2, 9 plus 12. Yeah, you just about hoik him over the top of
I'm trying to make it as difficult as
Yeah,
possible.
and
for
it
him.
is.
Dead weighting, like really awkwardly pulling on.
I'm fat, am I, Dante? Oh, I must be fat if it's so difficult to pull me up.
I'm just wriggling around.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
you made
so
it awkward.
tempted just to let you go.
The two of you are now in a mood with each other at the top of a waterfall. You can, Dante can still hear the music. Grot's got water in his ears at the moment, but he might be able to shake it out and have a listen as well.
Right, I'm going to stay here. You go do your thing.
What thing am I gonna do?
Well, you're like cloak in the darkness. I'm the nice thing.
So, let me just have a look at this chimney. Oh, it's pretty wide.
Yeah, it's a big chimney.
So we're still in a tunnel,
Yeah,
in a river.
yeah.
Is it like a cavern or?
Yeah, well, but it's got natural light coming down on it, definitely.
Okay, so we're still inside.
You're inside.
Looking for how far away is the chimney?
Maybe now 75 feet?
75 feet. We can see
The river's
just
a
the
bit wider
chimney.
here, so you're just going to be able to wade up it.
Yeah.
So it was getting tight to that. So you're not going to need as much equipment. It's not going to be difficult rolls at this point.
Yeah.
You're now a bit more settled.
Still going uphill.
Still going uphill, yeah. So it looks like that's why you can see the top of the chimney, because you're sort of looking uphill, and then it looks like the mouth of this like this underground cave opens up into whatever this area is, where you can hear this bit of music and see the top of this chimney. Roll me perception.
I will.
I already have.
Yeah.
I got
16.
20.
So you both notice that the smoke's coming out in sort of regular puffs. It's not just a fire burning. This is a.
I think
Then
maybe a workstation, maybe a forge. Let's go see. Maybe dwarfs.
Who knows where the dwarves are going to be happening? It's exciting.
Find out next episode. Brought to you by bestbook.com.
Bestbook.com. So, Grot, you're sneaking up, are you?
Yeah,
Okay.
you take the lead, I'll sneak.
It's really the bit you're in is still very dark. You've got dark vision, so you're not struggling much. There's natural light coming out. So you get to the mouth. To get to the mouth of the sort of cave the water's going down. You're going to be pretty hidden for anyone who's not got dark vision. Someone with dark vision might.
Is the chimney out of the mouth?
Yes, the
Okay.
chimney is in the natural light, so that you can
Yeah.
see it illuminated by this natural light.
Okay. Right,
The
so I
further up
stay
you-
in the mouth.
Okay, so you get the further up you go, the closer you get to, you can see more and more of the chimney.
Yeah.
But without climbing this few on feet, you're not going to be able to. You can't really see what else is going on behind it.
We make our way up.
You can see to the side of the chimney. You can see some like cave entrances, and you can see sort of lanterns hung in them. So there's definitely people living up here.
It looks like multiple people.
You can see at least 2 cave entrances, and you can see lamps by each of them.
Go introduce yourself, Dante. Be polite, like you normally are.
Or should you go have a look yourself?
No, you introduce yourself.
And what are you going to do?
I'll stay in the cave mouth, hidden and low. I don't feel like we're at any particular risk, but it's always nice to have an advantage and know what you're walking into. I mean,
Right.
personally, for me, you're going to be walking into the unknown.
Am I wet, bedraggled, and...
Yeah, you just climbed up a waterfall.
Well, I guess we'll do. I'm no good at actual stealth, so a bit of social stealth.
Social emerging from a river. This is just the sort of thing that I do.
Is there a crowd of monks nearby you can hide in?
I come
A hay
out,
bale,
and
maybe?
I just shout, "Finally, the top of the rainbow!"
So you're just emerging from the river.
I have very little options at this point.
So as you emerge, you see that what you're looking at the chimney is just a chimney that's surrounded by a wooden sort of like fence palisade, but just a pile of logs all around it in sort of a circle. And this chimney's in the middle, and around it, there's just people sort of like women, a lot of women just sort of living, sort of doing things. There's some who are tending to some goats. There's some who are sort of picking berries out of some bushes. But they're all just chanting the same chant. They're
What
just doing
race?
you've got a range. You can see from
They're
where
witches,
you are,
listeners. They're going to be witches.
You can see a couple of. You can see a human. You can see a half elf. You can see an orc over at one side. There's a gnome. There's a halfling. You've got a range of all these women everywhere, and they're all just
Any
singing.
dwarves?
You can't see a dwarf.
Well, I was expecting dwarves.
A couple of them have stopped and turned around and looked at you, but mostly they're just carrying on with what they're doing.
I mean, not the response I was expecting. Hello, can a weary traveller get some help or attention or
Okay.
anything over here?
He's such an arsehole, listeners.
So one of the women just sort of comes over to you. She stops singing. She goes, "Hello. How did you come upon us?"
Well, I was
forward.
exploring the tunnels and we came up the waterfall. I've been doing a bit of canyoning.
Can you roll a persuasion or deception? I don't really know. Like you sort of have been doing canyoning.
12 plus 3.
How
That's 15.
how wonderful and what are you looking for? Just some light refreshments, some food.
Well, yeah, that sounds great. I mean, I wasn't expecting to find anyone up here. What are you women doing?
Well, we're waiting.
For
Elemenis.
Elemenis, somebody write that down for me. Who's Elemenis?
Oh, it's God.
It's got, right. He's not related to El Nino then.
No, that would be a weather formation.
Elemenis. Okay. So how do they look like they're surviving? They've got like goats and stuff
Yeah,
out
they've
there?
got some mountain goats. It looks like there's some bushes that grow that they're sort of like harvesting berries off.
I notice you have goats up here.
We make the finest yogurts.
Oh my god! Incredible! I must try this. What would you like in return?
Oh, nothing. You're more than welcome here.
Right. In that case, take me to your yogurt.
You see that they've actually built this chimney over where the river is, and as you walk out into the main sort of area, you're in sort of a circular crater from this top of this mountain. You don't know if it's a volcano truly, and maybe you're in the crater of the volcano, but you're at the top, and there's steep sides all around you. And then there's another. The waterfall falls from further up, so the water source is clearly further up. So the waterfall falls, and a beautiful effect at the back of this sort of chamber. And then they've built sort of like a platform over the river and sort of directed it so it runs down this cave. So they've sort of cleared this area out. And around you can see where there's lanterns everywhere, candles all in the walls. This is a beautiful little paradise they've got themselves here. And she takes you around to...
This is a lovely, lovely place you've got here.
Well, thank you. It is only from the gifts of Elemenis.
I mean, not entirely practical for any sort of exporting business, I would suggest.
No, we don't run an exporting business.
No, but it's maybe something we can talk about later. Let's try this yogurt first, though.
Okay. How peculiar. And she takes you over to...
Indeed, that's what I was thinking.
She takes you over to these sort of seats, and she sort of goes and speaks to some of these other women, and one of them brings you over sort of a bowl of yogurt. She goes, "Oh, have some yogurt."
What's wrong with this woman?
Oh, thank you. I'd try it.
It's a nice yogurt.
So good. I burnt my throat some time ago.
Okay. And she just skips off.
All right, let's do some checks up here. What's the sort of vibe I'm getting? Like,
Okay.
nope. 2. No.
You just a lot of women living in a mountain crater.
Right.
So it's been 2 hours now, and Grot's wondering where Dante is. Okay,
Well, I had to sound it all out, but right.
and that's he's eating
Wait.
4 goats worth of yogurt.
Just wait. So,
I'm not trying to. I'm not suggesting that you're taking your time anyway. I just like the idea of Dante always getting distracted and enjoying things too much.
so, ladies, tell me what
The most of the women are still just going around singing their songs.
Okay, what's your name?
Are you talking to the original woman who
Yeah,
brought you in
yeah.
there? I'm Emmeline.
Emelina. What in
You
your
added an A. You added an A to my name. Just Emmeline.
Oh, remember meme?
There's only one female name in Romania that doesn't have an A on the end.
Okay.
Is it Memeline?
Is it Emmeline? Huh? Is it Emmeline?
No, it should be Emelina.
Well, you said there was one name that didn't have the A. So I asked, is it Emmeline? Because if it was Emmeline, then it would be Emelina.
What is it?
I can't remember.
That's why we don't release a fact-based podcast. There's only one animal that can get chlamydia. I don't know what it is.
But I fucked all the rest.
And no one got it. Now banned from the zoo again.
So I say to Emelina, what this
Every name you lot get wrong.
this El Nino that you're waiting, the
Elemenis.
Elemenis. Can I have the pencil so I can write it down?
Antagonise all the people. Getting all their names.
Elemena.
Imagine turning up anyway. You turn up to these mounting people. After something yogurt rudely demand some attention.
No, I was
And then
offered.
get a name wrong and then say, oh, you got a god, have you? What's his name?
Never
Elemina.
used to tell them which one animal gets chlamydia.
So Elemina was the god.
No, Elemenis is their god.
Elemen-
Emmeline was the woman you're talking to.
Oh, I mean, they're very close. That could be Elemenis.
E-L-O-M-E-N-I-S.
Elemenis is the god.
Elamina
was the lady.
Emmeline.
Emelina.
Stop adding an A. Just Emmeline.
Emmeline.
Yes.
Was the lady.
Annoyingly, the other names have got A's at the end.
Emmeline.
At least I remember them.
Emmeline, tell me, what, if this god were to appear, what...
Oh, he's meant to be back at 4.
He's meant to be back at 4. What does he look like?
Oh, he's a god of the sky. A winged beauty.
A winged beauty. Would that match up with anything that I heard?
Nothing you've ever heard of before. You know what the fuck?
Can you say he? Can he fly?
Yes. That's where he will perch. And she points up at the chimney.
I see. And how will he feel about a visitor being here?
We've never had a male visitor before.
Oh, you've had female visitors?
Well, occasionally he will bring new women.
And what happens to them?
They just live here with us.
And you pray?
Well, we sing. He likes the songs.
Yes. How do you think he will react to seeing a new person here? A new man?
He's a good god.
He is.
I've never seen him.
Does he provide?
Yes.
What does he provide?
Well, food. The clothes we wear, materials. Everything we need.
And in return you give...
Just our love.
It's the Green Goblin.
It's not the Green Goblin. You need to watch the fucking MCU movies.
What are you pointing at?
It's Vulture.
It's Vulture.
Yeah.
Who's Vulture?
He's a Spider-Man bad guy.
So, Jules has got models of a lot of the MCU universe and Star Wars universe here, and that's the one that's closest to his head. So, maybe it is Vulture.
Yeah, it could be Spider-Pig as well.
No, it's clearly not going to be Spider-Pig.
Right. Okay, what time is it now?
Oh, we were expecting him back soon. I would say, I don't know why we don't normally say 4 as a number. We're expecting him back later this afternoon.
Right. Okay.
When the shadows have reached the caves over there, you see that the sun is just sort of in the corner and will cross over.
I was... Internal thought. kind of thinking that I was going to pretend you were the god. But
Before you knew that
Yeah.
God shows up.
yeah,
Imagine that. If you had that motivation out and he just walks out of a cave going, I am your god.
How are you going to do that? Just say, oh, I've heard of Elenus, and actually it's
I've heard he's
bugbear.
nearby.
He's down there.
I just bumped into him. He said, thanks for waiting these 10 years.
He was stuck on a waterfall.
It's been on a waterfall for 3 years.
Well, what was your plan?
No, I don't know. Wait to see what this flying monster does to you. That's my plan. Not that I know anything.
No.
I say, I think I've left some of my equipment on the back of the waterfall. I'm just going to go see if I can find it.
Okay.
Back in a tick.
And she just goes back to her song.
Okay, I go back to the waterfall
Okay.
entrance.
Hey, what is it? The dwarfs, what are they making weapons?
It's not dwarfs.
No.
Lots of non-dwarves
Right,
who are all women
right.
who are worshipping Elemis.
Yes.
Elemenis.
Yeah, Elemenis.
I haven't heard of that god, but I'm not a priest or a scholar.
Apparently he can fly.
Yeah, have you heard of that god?
No.
No, you don't. Neither of you. This means nothing to either of you. It's very rare that the gods rock up at 4 o'clock.
Apparently he's coming back this afternoon, shortly. How do you want to play this? Do you want to hide and stay here in case shit goes down?
The god is coming back this afternoon.
Apparently.
I've never seen a god before.
Do we know any animals that can fly?
Yes.
I just showed you, vulture.
Right. Yeah, that was perhaps not what any
We've really underestimated the depth of the character of Dante and how stupid he is. He has a better walk. he has eyes on his shoulder and he's like, do they know about any flying animals? Has anyone heard of an animal that can fly before?
I meant sentient. Like races.
Oh, yeah, you could have ducked.
Oh, I really want to get a duck now.
Yeah. You know that there are probably spells that can make you fly. That there's roll history checks. Oh, that was painful. It's nice to laugh.
15 plus something.
19 plus history.
What's history?
0.
No, you haven't heard of anything that can fly quite like this.
Well, these ladies don't
No,
seem
but
to be.
that's if this thing is sentient.
These ladies. Well, I mean, I suppose you could just be looking with ladies.
Maybe he captures them and puts them in here and then brainwashes them somehow with some spells.
I mean, it's a good idea.
If that's the case, we have to be careful. It might be a powerful wizard. I don't do well against wizards unless they don't know that I'm here.
Ain't no wizardry going to be stopping your blades.
Well, yeah, actually, there's quite a lot of wizardry that can stop. That's my problem.
Oh, right.
I'm basically fucked if I'm against a powerful wizard. He could just pick me up and throw me away.
Well, maybe you should stay here then, just in case.
Yeah, where does this god go when he comes here? What's he do?
It gives them love, apparently.
Yeah, he doesn't perch anywhere that you got pointed towards.
Yes, on top of the pit of the chimney that you got told.
No.
Okay, well, I guess
He comes down from the top of the chimney,
Yeah.
but then provides love.
No, he perches on top of the chimney.
No, you
and
can't
He comes
ex-
down the chimney.
you can't interject. This is what Dante's
She
telling
said
me.
he comes down from the chimney.
No.
He comes down the chimney.
Yeah, on-
It's Santa Claus.
Well, how is the love provided?
I didn't say that was. She hasn't told you that. He hasn't. No point has he said how the love is provided. Why are you assuming love is physical?
Well,
My mother could provide me love from on top of a chimney, and she regularly does.
well, yeah. Well, Val Venus could wet the bed from the hall, but I mean,
It's nothing to do with anything apart from talking about Val Venus's penis.
But I liked it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Good joke.
right. Well, he comes down. He he might stay at the top of the chimney for a little bit. Who knows?
Okay. What if I, how tall is this chimney? Let me check. Grot pokes his eyes out.
Probably around 25, 30 feet.
That's quite high.
It's really high.
I mean, half of these people didn't really pay me any attention when I was here.
Not more than half.
A lot of them.
Some effort to get one person.
I had to actively ask. I mean, they're not really paying attention. You could, I suppose, climb up the chimney.
Yeah.
You can't get straight to the chimney. There is this sort of wooden barricade all around it.
So, looking out of the cave mouth that we're in, chatting,
You can still see the two cave entrances with these sort of candles and lanterns.
and the open light above us, I'm guessing, you said it was like a crater, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So the side of the walls,
really steep.
and they wouldn't be anywhere near the chimney? Or would
No.
they? No.
No, there's no
So
way
you
you
can't
can climb up.
above it, and
If there's a place to get away from Grot being stabby stab, that chimney is a very good place.
yeah.
It is inconvenient. There's a waterfall behind it,
Yeah,
but you have to climb so far up to be able to get an angle so you can jump
If
that
you're
far.
in the chimney.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, there's smoke coming out of the chimney, so there's definitely fire in it.
Yeah, that would make it difficult to breathe, and I'd also be on fire.
That's surprising.
But he would never have expected you to come from there.
Dante, is this, I do...
I like how we're already plotting to kill him.
I mean, I was
I
actually...
mean, he's literally done nothing wrong.
Well, no, I was about to say, I suspect whoever this being is, he's been kidnapping and brainwashing these women. That's what I suspect. I suspect he grabs them from local villagers, brainwashes them, kidnaps them, drops them in here so they can't escape.
Well, we might have a little bit of time. They don't seem too bothered by us. They won't really pay me any attention. You can either stay here and hide here,
Yeah.
or you can come and have a look around with me.
What? Why don't we ask what their lives were like before they arrived as worshippers?
By we, do you mean me?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Elamina.
You leave back out the
Yeah.
the woman, Emmeline. Yeah, she turns around. She's kneeling down. Well, she's sitting down, and across her lap, she seems to be weaving something out of cloth, out of threads.
Well, how long have you been here?
Oh, I've probably been here 10 years now.
That's quite a long time to be in a hole on top of a mountain.
Where else would I want to be? I'm here surrounded by my sisters and by love.
What did you do before?
I was a weaver.
Where?
Oh, a small village in Helan.
That's quite far away, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's it's quite a long way away.
Oh, very far. Elemenis had to carry me many miles to safety.
Flying, holding you.
Yes, in his arms.
I see. And this love you speak of, does he sing back to you?
No, we sing to him to show our love and support.
And how does he show his love and support?
He supplies all we need and he keeps us safe here.
I mean, sounds like a stand-up guy, really.
Yes.
What does he look like?
Oh, he's got the most beautiful wings. Red and black and just glitter in the sunlight, and his plumage on his head is like golden fire.
I see. How do you know he's a he?
Well, he introduced himself as a he.
No genitalia on the show, then.
No.
I'm just thinking he's definitely not harpy. I was just like, he's no like, some sort of big harpy or something.
Well, what does he sound like?
Sounds a bit like a harpy, but doesn't mean he's a harpy.
Actually, a harpy's male and female.
No, I don't know. That's something I know about harpies.
Don't you ask before you fuck them?
Never. Not in 2019. I'll tell you what I can get.
2014, Danny.
Oh, I
That'd be a
would've
different
asked.
story, yeah.
But I was a much worse person by then.
Okay. Well, why don't you show me around?
Oh, I'd rather not.
Oh.
Fucking bitch!
Do you mind if I have a look around?
Of course, feel free.
Wonderful, Emmeline. You've been so helpful. And while I do, did you have any more yogurt?
Oh, help yourself. And you see sort
Are
of...
there any knives, weapons, anything around?
like, you can see basic small knives that people use for, like, preparing food and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I really hope we don't have to just kill, like... How many women are there?
You You can probably see from where you are, like 20. Why are you making me killing them all?
Listeners, if you can see his face, he's like, I hope we don't have to choke all these women.
And eat their hearts.
They look like they're free
So I
range.
just go have a look around. Free range?
Well, yes, they don't look like they're caged women at the moment. They look quite
Well, I
free
mean, they're
range.
stuck in a hole in the top of a mountain. I mean, that's literally about as caged as you can get.
I haven't been everywhere yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I go have a
They
look
seem
around.
pretty relaxed. They've got enough.
I have a walk around the chimney to see if I can have a look.
So you can't get close enough to it without climbing over this wooden barricade that's around it. It's about
There's no doors or anything.
on the chimney,
Yeah.
but you can't. Well, you can't. You're not physically touching the chimney.
No, but I mean,
Oh, the chimney-
the wooden palisade round it.
No.
There's no door or anything.
No.
So there's the.
No, it's not even. It's more like a beaver dam built in a circle
Okay,
around
so
it.
one might assume
Or like a big nest.
one might assume that there's something or someone feeding the fire there, or does it look like because there's smoke, so it doesn't
Yeah,
seem
there's
magical?
smoke. Yeah, you're not sure how the fire is fed in there.
Right. What did I go to ask them? I can't remember.
You
what
asked
they were
what their
doing
lives were like
before,
beforehand.
I mean, like, she was a weaver. She's not very interesting.
I mean, I'm sure it's not interesting how she got here.
I go back towards Grot, and as I pass, I have a look at what Emmeline's knitting.
She's just weaving it looks like a piece of cloth. It looks like she's weaving it into a large piece of cloth to be made into something.
They don't seem that bothered by us being here.
No, as I said.
Right. This guy's gonna turn up later. I think I can show myself until he shows up, maybe.
Well, I've been the good guy, so why don't you try and climb over the palisade?
Okay, well, I'll go with you. I think it's safe. I'll go with you. Okay, let's walk over.
I don't introduce him or anything, just see how they react.
Okay. Yeah, they just all keep their cool. You see the girl who was giggling as she gave you the yogurt earlier, sort of just smiles over, and she goes, "No, would you like some yogurt too?"
Yes, please. I would love some yogurt. Thank you, little one.
Oh, and she runs over. She's half elf, and she runs over and she brings you a bowl of yogurt.
She's half elf.
Yeah,
How old does she look?
young,
Alright.
like teenager.
How did you get here, little half elf?
Oh, Elementis saved me.
Saved you from what?
I was drowning.
That's wonderful. He saved you from drowning.
Yes.
Where?
Oh, in the lake down near here.
In Parashar.
Yeah.
What about your family, little one?
Oh, I haven't got any family. We were sailing, fishing, and a storm hit. I think they all drowned.
You think they drowned?
Well, I was on a piece of wood for 2 days out in the lake.
Have you ever gone back to look for your family?
No.
Why not?
Well, I'm fairly like their bodies were just in the water with me.
But what about your house and your possessions?
Oh, I never really thought about it. When Elementis saved me, he said he had somewhere safe for me, so I just came here, and it's so peaceful here.
You're not a very thoughtful child, are you?
I was only 12 when he saved me.
Yeah, but you're not like, maybe I want to go see my friends or something like that.
No, I never.
Because with these skills, from what I'm tasting with this yogurt, there is a bright future ahead of you in the dairy industry.
Make the yogurt.
Who made yogurt?
Oh, Gloriana made the yogurt.
Gloriana. Which one is Gloriana?
You see a woman sort of tending to some goats.
Okay, let's
Points
go
right
talk
up.
to the boss. Gloriana.
The yogurt maker isn't necessarily the boss. This is a hierarchy you have imposed on situations where the person who makes the yogurt is the most senior.
Quite logically.
Quite logically.
Gloriana, are you responsible for this?
And I thrust the yogurt towards her.
She turns around and she puts her finger straight into it without even looking and goes, That's definitely mine.
Yes, you have a special touch with this yogurt. This yogurt has been touched.
Oh, thank you.
Are you in the business for looking for new employment?
No?
Why not? We pay competitive rates. We can set you up in your own crater.
I could never leave.
Why can't you leave?
Oh, I just love Elementis so much.
What's so great about Elementis?
Oh, I was a beggar in her lev, and he came and he saw me on death's door, and he gave me food, and he said, I can bring you somewhere you'll never have to beg again. And I've lived here ever since.
It seems like some of these people are just strays. Nothing much to live for. But that's if they can be trusted. They seem brainwashed.
It just goes to show everyone has a hidden talent.
Yes, think of all the wasted potential.
from the terrible social economic circumstances that Helen Scar is under. All of the wasted yogurt makers.
Thing is that, everyone tries a bit of archery and sword fighting and magic. They see if they have those skills.
Yeah.
They promote those skills. But when does a working class kid from inner city Herlev get a chance to make some yogurt?
Exactly.
Gloriana, how many goats do you have?
No, we have 15 goats.
And how long have you been here?
Oh, I was one of the first. I've been here 15 years.
And how does LMS bring you more goats and things as well?
If one of the goats dies, but he might go, but normally we just breed the male goats and the female goats.
And this Elemenus, just humour me. Is he... I know he has wings, but is he more of a human form or more of a cockerel form?
Oh, I've never... Well, he's both. He's definitely both.
He
has arms.
Yes.
And he has legs.
Yes.
But he has wings, but he has got a bird head.
He's got a bird head.
Oh,
right.
yes.
I think it's a cockatrice. It might be a cockatrice.
I think a cockatrice is... They're more like a giant cockerel that don't fly, and they're more... I used them in a previous campaign, you never saw them.
Gloria, this was an aside. You're not supposed to be listening
They were
to
at the
this.
plantation.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Lots of things there.
No, there was so much there we didn't see. So much everywhere I was put in.
What do you think? I haven't fought a cockatrice. Do you think that sounds like a cockatrice, Dante? Maybe we should roll for it, even though we've already been told it's not a cockatrice.
I don't think it sounds like a cockatrice.
Okay, what do you think it sounds like?
Cockatrices aren't normally sentient.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't normally rescue someone and bring presents.
Cockatrices are on all fours as well,
They're a bit more wild animal. This sounds like a person.
with a bird head. I mean, initially I was worried it was going to be Yavor.
That would have been such a twist. Yavor can fly now.
I mean, this definitely had, tinges of Yavor.
Oh. Well, this person's gone around saving these people, it seems like. So
that's not Yavor.
Very Yavor.
Right,
She goes back to milking a goat.
I don't know. Let's
Investigate.
yeah.
Let's go around these caves.
Okay, yep. Go.
You go into the first one that's just near you, and it just seems to be like living quarters. There's a woman in there who's needle pointing a dress, and then there's some people living. And as you walk in, this woman just goes, "Hello."
Where do you piss and shit?
Oh, that's quite a rude question.
Oh,
Well, it'll be
no.
ruder if I pissed and shit in here,
She's
wouldn't
going to
it?
say the waterfall.
Well, that's where we dispose of our waste.
Yes, I knew it.
I was drinking from that. It's spring water, it's fine.
Yeah, why wouldn't I don't think anyone's been recently throwing a load of poo down here, but yeah, that's how we dispose. How most people in our dispose of waste in these days.
What do you do with your tissue waste?
I mean, are you thinking people have toilet paper back then?
Well, I assume they use rags and stuff. They didn't just leave their arse dirty. Even in Roman times, they used a sponge.
But the British always just use water and just used to rub it, as the Indians still do. Toilet paper isn't a worldwide phenomenon.
No, but the sponge on a stick is.
Yeah, but that isn't. A lot of cultures, the bidet was so you didn't have to use any material.
Well, where's your bidet?
We use the river. Go in the river. You know this. We told you. Why are you so interested in my pooing?
Well,
And also, if we give you tissue paper, that would go down the river as well.
I know, but I was expecting to see depositories.
Well, down the river. You expect to see tissue paper just along the walls of the river.
I'm papier-mâché.
Look at these women who are shitting.
Well, I mean, if it's a milk-based diet.
Brown papier-mâché.
It's a milk-based diet. I can imagine, at least one of them will probably be lactose intolerant.
What do you normally eat?
Is goat milk lactose? Isn't it? Just cow milk.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, you can have goat milk if you're
Alright,
allergic.
well, they might be gluten intolerant.
We don't know any gluten.
No, listen. Can we establish what are your regular dietary intakes?
Well, we have the cheeses and the yogurts, and then
Yes.
the berries from the trees.
Yes.
And over the other side of the waterfall, people have sea herbs and growing in the water there. And then we have a small vegetable patch on the other side.
Right, you don't need any.
Sounds idyllic.
It's lovely here. I've never been happier.
Are you all vegetarians?
No. Occasionally, if a goat passes, then we will eat the goat. Or maybe Elementis will bring some meat one time.
I see. What's who runs the fire in the chimney?
Oh, you just need to. That's Urzoth. She runs the fire. You need to go down her cave, and it sort of links up underneath it.
Okay.
Let's
go have a look.
I said first.
Okay. You don't know where her cave is.
Where's her cave?
You're lucky these women are so beautifully nice. She steps out and she points to the other side of the sort of waterfall. There's a little stone bridge that crosses over the river.
My dear, thank you very much for that information.
And she goes, if you go down that cave, you should find her.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, you go down and you do find, you go down to the cave and you do see the glow of a fire.
Oh, we go introduce ourselves?
Yes,
There's
obviously.
a female orc there and she's putting a wooden slat over the fire as the smoke builds up and then just releasing it, and that's where you're getting these puffs of smoke from.
Why are you puffing?
A signal so Elementis will always find his way home.
All right. Be an awful shame if someone ruined that operation.
Well, I suspect he'd see the mountain anyway. It's sort of a spiritual symbol of our love for him.
Oh, it's symbolic.
I don't think he really uses the smoke very much.
How do you know?
Well, I mean, the fire went out once and he still made it home.
Do you chat to him?
Yeah.
What do you chat about?
Oh, the weather a lot. He loves to talk about the weather.
Is that because he flies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it's stormy, he gets very annoyed.
Where do you get the wood to feed this fire from?
That's one of the main things he brings in.
Wood.
Yeah, he'll bring wood. You see in the palisade, he brought all that in.
He really does provide, doesn't he?
Everything we need.
And what were you doing before you were saved?
I was a pit fighter.
A pit? Wow.
And you see
That sounds great. What a bastard taking you away from that wonderful life.
Oh, I was wounded so badly that I was surely just fodder. They were probably going to use me to fight animals eventually. I'd lost 3 fights.
Oh.
And she holds up, her hand is badly, sort of, there's only 2 fingers left in it.
She's looking at that fire. Could Grot fit in the chimney?
Yes.
You know what they should have done? They should have chopped your fingers off. Put a metal kind of stub on the top of your arm. And then put a knife on the end so you could have stabbed people.
Oh, that would have been, yes.
I think you would have had a good chance
I
to
was
come
never
back.
a great fighter.
No, I could teach you, you know.
Oh. Well, if I ever go back to
But
pit
he'd have to
fighting-
charge.
No, it's an apprenticeship. You'll get paid.
Well, unfortunately, I will be staying here forever with Elementis.
That's quite a long time, isn't it?
I'm just I'm just so much happier here than I was pit fighting.
Than killing?
Yeah.
Why? What? Literally the only thing that makes me happy is killing people.
Glad to see you back to your old self, Grot.
You should meet Elementis.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
He'll just talk to you about how there's so much better things in life.
Something can fill the void inside me.
She puts her hand to your face, her broken 2 fingers, and says, I found happiness here. And see how broken I was, both inside and out. And she goes back to tending the fire.
I don't think you'll accept me. I've got a big penis.
What?
He only brings women back.
Oh. Right.
So we should kill him. He's giving all these people happiness. We should kill him and end that.
Why don't we try and talk to him first?
Okay, we'll do your one first.
Right, would you want to wait until he rocks back in?
Do you want to hide in the chimney or not?
I think that this orc lady would... Not that I hadn't thought of that already. You're right. It's a potential idea, but I think this orc lady would notice.
Yeah. No, I'll just pull her away. I'll go tell her to look at something I found.
I have also considered...
You'd have to put out the fire, move the fire, and then climb up.
Well, you could put the wood over it.
Oh, the
couldn't
wood
you?
over, yes. You can
Yeah.
clamber on top of that. It'd be very hot, but yeah.
It's all right.
The chimney's probably quite
I'm still quite wet. There'll be a buffer from the heat. No, I did. As soon as she said that she used to be a pit fighter and now has a happy and content life, I did consider murdering her straight away. However, let's just keep it cool for now. There's, apart from this cult-like thing going on here, there's no reason to murder this flying god.
Okay, so we go back up to the main area then.
Okay, and you wait, and then a shadow falls over the...
Here he comes.
over the cave, the sort of crater.
Get ready to meet a god.
These huge wings, and the sun is behind him. These wings sort of flap slowly down, and it is, annoyingly, it's so annoying, it is a vulture. But with human figure. It's so annoying you said vulture. I don't know. Of all the things I could have picked, I was like, but it is this huge sort of mountain vulture, and these wings sort of glide down, and he sort of does a spiral as he zooms down.
So, sorry, it's half vulture, half man.
Yeah, it's got the sort of arms, but they're feathered with hands, and he's holding 2 sacks, and he has sort of more human-style legs and the thigh, but he has got bird feet still, so he has got these talon feet, but this huge set of wings.
These guys are so saying us. He's just looking around the room and making stuff up.
Would you like to see him?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I feel like his entrance has been overly
There
dramatic.
you go.
Oh, he looks lovely.
But he's holding bags and not that spear. And he sort of circles round and he lands on top of the chimney.
So he is coloured.
Yeah, he's got
Black and red and
black and
glittery.
red wings, and he's got this sort of golden plumage on his head. He's got clothes on. He is wearing sort of a yellow sort of like tunic, and he sort of lands on it, and he says, "I have brought you gifts." And he soars down, sort of flaps his wings, and he drops off like one sack with Emmeline, and drops off another sack at the front of one of the other caves, and he flies and perches back on his chimney, and he looks over to you and he goes, "Oh, visitors! How lovely!"
That's good. It's lucky we didn't try and kill people. He seems quite friendly.
But we'll speak to Elemenis next week.
Oh.
The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.